Christina.
And you're watching Game of Tones. Today we're going to be doing our March wrap-up
For 2017.
So here we go.
We got there. So the first book I finished is My Name is Memory by Anne Brashers. She is the same author that wrote The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. And this book takes place in like modern times. And it follows the story of a girl and a boy. And the boy, his soul remembers all of his past lives that he's lived in. And so every life that he lives, he tries to hunt down the same woman that he falls in love with time and time again.
And she's in a different body?
She's in a different body and she doesn't remember.
Wow.
And so he does. And so like he hunts her down because he can like, he has this ability to like sense her soul and like know that it's her. And so then he kind of like talk to her, find some way to kind of, you know, get in with her, so to speak, and tries to convince her, you know, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and so it's kind of like his final attempt, you know, at like, maybe this will be it, and I won't live again, and time again, and remember all my family members that have died, and, you know, things like that.
It sounds really good.
It was actually, I really thought it was interesting, and I really did enjoy it. I just found myself towards the end getting kind of like, it was more the romance aspect, and for me, it was a little more kind of YA on the romance, even though they were both like supposed to be in college and stuff like that, and I was kind of like, I mean, yeah, it was actually pretty good. I'm glad I read it.
Okay.
So, I just found myself getting like burnt out towards the end, and I was like having to push myself through the rest of it.
Oh, that's lame.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, nah on that, but that's pretty good.
So the first book I picked up, actually, we listened to on Audible, and that is American Psycho by Bret Easton Ellis. I couldn't finish it. It's hands down the most disturbing, disgusting, horrific thing I've ever put into my brain, and it made me feel
gross,
violated. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I pushed through like some really horrific things, and then it got to a point where
the content was too much.
Yeah.
To put it nicely, I was gonna say horrible, but not like that, but in content wise.
Right. A lot of gratuitous, pornographic sex and torture and murder, and I'm like, I just wish I hadn't put that all into my brain, because it was too much, and like I could feel myself like during horrible scenes just like getting like anxious.
Yeah.
And so at one point there was a little boy who gets murdered by him, and it was too much. It was just that was the point where I was like, well, I'm not doing this, and turn it off.
I listened to, I think on the audio, I only got into chapter maybe 5 or something, and nothing gruesome had happened yet. But based off like what you said, and then some of our other book club members were like, I can't finish this, like I really can't. And I thought, I'm not gonna like do that to myself, so I just quit. I was like, no thanks.
It put me in a reading slump, and like that's a major part of why I didn't finish Days with Dragons, I think, because I wanted. I think I said bunny rabbit.
Yeah, you did. Okay, next that I picked up was the Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins.
Yeah.
You know, I hate that everybody was like, oh, it's the next Gone Girl, because like I wasn't spoiled for Gone Girl. I had no idea what was coming, so I did not guess that at all. And I was like, holy moly, like that's awesome. Like I loved it. And then this one comes along. And, actually, like, I could kind of, like, there was a part that happened, and I was like, okay, well, like, she goes missing, and there was a part in the book that said something, and I was like, it doesn't say who specifically they're talking about, but I was like, I know who that is, and, like, I bet that person did it, and what do you know, it ended up being that person. So it was kind of disappointing, because I thought it was, like, if I didn't know, like, the premise of it or whatever, like, maybe I would have been shocked, but I was just kind of like, really? And then I watched the movie, and I hated it. So, I just feel like I enjoyed this, but, like...
Doesn't sound like it.
Not that much.
Okay.
But I found myself, like, reading it a lot, like, and didn't want to put it down, mostly because I just wanted to know that I was right, which I was. The redeemable things in this book, I felt like the movie just, like, left out. And I was, like, really disappointed.
Okay. Sorry.
That's okay. So,
The next book we both read together was a graphic novel that was picked in our book club.
Yeah.
We don't have it with us because we borrowed it from your sister.
Yes.
And that is Introverted Do Tools by Maureen Marzi Wilson.
Yes.
You really, really liked it.
I really liked it a lot.
Yeah.
Now, I wanna say I love it, but not. It was just cute, and it was like a really just nice, short, sweet thing to read after some bad books this month. And so I was like really, really enjoying it. And it's not like a storyline, like each page is its own little comic, and it was just really cute. And I mean, it is what the title is. It's just doodles about introverts and like conversations with people or what they do or what they like, you know, stuff like that. And it was really cute. I liked it.
I'm glad you liked it. Good. I didn't love it as much.
Yeah.
I just didn't. Usually I like little comics like that, and that I think are funny, but I just didn't think that I related a whole lot. Some of it I was like, really, what? And I don't know. I don't think I was a target audience.
That's alright.
Yeah.
We can have different opinions.
Of course.
Books.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The next book that I picked up was Elsewhere by Gabrielle Zevin. It was alright.
Yeah.
I think it's more YA.
Yeah.
/ middle grade, maybe, you know. But this story is about a girl who dies right before she turns 16, and she goes to Elsewhere, and basically everyone there ages backwards until they're an infant, and then they float on a river back to Earth and are born again. And it's about her not wanting to do that. She wanted to live and get her driver's license and get married and, you know, do stuff like that. And it's her in Elsewhere trying to, like, you know, come to terms, I guess, kind of. I like the concept of it, but the content of it was definitely more like YA, so I couldn't really get into it as much.
Yeah.
But it wasn't bad.
I read that in high school, I think, and I remember someone was like, you have to read this.
Yeah.
But I felt like you, like, I wasn't in love with it.
I really like the globe, though. That's really pretty. But, I mean, I enjoyed it, just more on, like, a
surface level?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes, exactly.
Okay. So then we DNF'd Cant Buy Love by Susan LeFoon. She contacted Christina on Twitter and asked if we wanted to review this for our channel, and we said sure. And at first it was like, no, okay, you know, it's alright. So halfway through it becomes unreadable, and I tried for 3 days to read through this, and it's only like
218 pages.
Okay, and
I just remember because it was really short.
It was really short. I tried for a long time to read it, and I would message her and be like, this book is awful. Like, what do we do? You know, let's push through. Okay, yes. And then it was like, I can't do it. I can't do it.
No.
And we would have, but it was like, no one read it before they published it. No one proofread it or fixed any grammar or mistake. Like, there was like typos in like the random number 4 on the page, and it was just like no one did anything to fix it. Like, look at it. So anyway, you see on her Twitter, on Susan LeFoon's Twitter, she says, don't review this book because it was compromised or something. They printed the wrong version.
They said that, like, the ebook was fine.
Right.
But the paperback, which is what we asked for, is what I assumed. She said, like, everything else was fine, but not...
So she asked us she asked people not to review the physical copy.
Yeah.
So there was something wrong with it. Anyway, this is us not reviewing it, so...
So, if you watch our channel, then you know that we did a review and a discussion on A Close and Common Orbit.
Yeah.
We pre-ordered it.
Yeah.
I don't know how many videos we have about this book and this series, but
we're going to have more because there's going to be a third one, I think.
Yeah. So, this is a sequel to A Long Way to a Small Angry Planet. If you have not heard of that book or read it, we will link our review down below for that book and discussion video as well if you have read it and you want to talk about it.
And this one.
And we'll link both for this one as well. I don't know what more to say about this book because we've said it so much already, but it's wonderful.
Yeah.
We both loved it.
Yeah.
And watch the review and discussion if you'd like to know more about it. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, we love that series, and I can't wait for the
A
next
possible
one.
third.
Yeah. Christina.
That's me.
Yeah. For my birthday, got me Saga. If you want to see me open my gift,
It's her birthday haul, so
Yes.
it, shows what books we got. But also, at the end, you can see her open her gifts.
which is one of the things, was this.
And we eat cupcakes.
Exciting. I liked it. I really liked it.
I'm really glad.
It was really weird. And there was like weird alien sex and like Anyway, very different. If you don't know, two alien species come together in a forbidden love. They're both soldiers from two sides of a war, and they make a love child, and then they have people after them.
And she's a breastfeeding bad A chick.
Yeah. So anyway, I thought it was really good, and the art is super cool. All right, so on to currently reading.
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of hoped to have this finished by March, but I didn't. But that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm currently reading The Well of Ascension, which is the second in the Mistborn trilogy by Brandon Sanderson. It's a lot slower than the first one, and it's a lot more about politics. I don't want to spoil anything for the first book, so I'm not going to say anything else. I only have like 260-something pages left, I think. And it's picking up, so I'm enjoying it more. I'm enjoying it, but it's just slower, and I didn't expect that. I'm glad I'm continuing on with the series, and there are some things going on that I'm very interested in, but it's just a little more slow for the first half of the book. And it's a chunker of a book, so that first half was kind of like really dragging for me. That's okay. Things are picking up, and I'm excited to I've heard the last like 100 pages are crazy, which is in Brandon Sanderson's style. So I say that, and I've only read the first book by him. But I'm excited. I'm excited to see where it goes.
I'm reading A Dance with Dragons, the 5th book in the A Song of Ice and Fire series by George R.R. Martin. And I'm liking it. Some storylines I'm liking a lot more than others. Usually I like all the storylines, but this time, like, I'm kind of bored with what Dany's doing. Daenerys. And Bran, some weird, cool things are happening with him.
Oh, yeah.
But I haven't heard from him in a while. Like, I've heard from Jon Snow like 3 times since then, but Jon Snow is one that I really like to read. And I'm scared for him. I'm scared because of things that I've heard on the internet. I'm scared because things are going okay for him right now, and that's usually a bad sign, so whatever. I love you, Jon Snow. I'm about halfway through, almost, not quite. But I don't want my series to go away.
Isn't that the last published one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll get number 6 this year. I don't know. Cool. So we did that. That was the thing that we did.
That was our March 2017 wrap up.
Yes.
Let us know if you read any of the books and you want to talk about them.
Sure.
You know?
Comment down below. When you play the Game of Tomes.
You read or you die.
Come here, friends. I'm Jess, Game of Tomes on Twitter.
And I'm Christina, GOT.
And we hope you're reading a great book.
Bye.
Bye.
Say bye.
Bye.
Bye. This is how we do it.
Take my shoes off.
Do it.
Okay. This is how we do it. Okay.
This is how we do it.
Got my tight pants on.
Got my tight pants on. You watching my film?
Yeah.
Cool.